Say Bafetu, Chef of Expression episode number 5. Today we're making our chicken, mushroom and spinach pasta. So what you need your chicken, of course. We're using chicken breast today. We got our pasta, cheapest one, macaroni. We got an onion, we got spinach. You can use any spinach you want. I'm using baby spinach. I'm using my white button mushroom. You can use any wild mushrooms that you have. Remember, we're cooking on a budget. I got my parsley, I got my coriander, my fresh coriander, then I got my dry coriander, I got my the magic spice, right? The Cajun and the garlic. We got some butter here. Remember how to make a white sauce. If you don't know how to make a white sauce, go to my first video, then you'll learn how to make your white sauce. So what do you start? The pan is hot. It's already been heating up. I'm gonna start with my butter. Pour your butter in there. While my butter is melting, I put my chicken. Remember, now we're browning our chicken. Don't put anything else before you put your chicken. Don't start with onion. Don't start with your garlic, because your garlic actually is later on, because the garlic burns easier than the onion. So now you can use any pan you want, but I prefer using a non-stick pan just because it don't stick. That's why I prefer it. Then you brown your chicken. So my cameraman today was telling me I should slow down while I'm cooking. So unfortunately I can't slow down. I'm used to cooking fast. I'm used to cooking for 20 people in 15 minutes. So this is like, it will serve maybe 2 people, 2 or 3 people. So for me it will be, I don't know, it will be faster. So now I throw my onion in there. I'm not gonna use a whole lot of onion. I throw my mushrooms. My spinach, some garlic. So now the mushroom needs something to help it cook. That's where the extra butter gets in, because now your mushroom needs some help. So the butter will help the mushrooms to cook up fast, right? And it will help your garlic not to burn, right? So you put your excess butter in there. So now we're like halfway done with our meal. What's next? Your spices. Coriander, dry coriander. It tastes like vors. Dry coriander, it gives that vorsnyana taste, but ever elusive if you don't use too much. Do not use too much, so that people can, what is this, man? This flavor is familiar, but I don't know what it is. Then you weigh your magic 6 guns. I use 6 guns almost on everything, Buffett. 6 guns is a magic spice, as well as your Cajun spice, right? So I'm waiting for these two. These two I'm gonna use like right at the end of the video, right? So now everything is almost cooked up. You take your white sauce. Now I'm gonna throw in my white sauce there.
Tabo, are you preparing it al dente?
Yeah.
So the vegetables mustn't be cooked dead?
Yeah, the vegetable mustn't be cooked dead. Anyway, it's a preference. It's a preference. For me, I'm used to cooking in a restaurant, so I'm gonna use the method that we use in a restaurant. Unless a customer tells me, you know what, Tabo, I want my vegetable cooked through, then I'll cook them through. But remember, it's your preference. It's your preference. So I know I always say, hey, parmesan. This is where you can pour in your parmesan now. If you have parmesan, pour parmesan in there. Any cheese that you want. But not mozzarella. Do not pour mozzarella. See, now it's nice and creamy. It's nice and creamy. Now we're done. Throw your parsley in there. Throw your fresh coriander in there. This is where the final taste come in now. Your final taste. You need salt or you need pepper. Maybe you need both. So I'm gonna put some pepper in there. Let me lower it down a bit because it's actually finished cooking. I just need to season it more.
Black pepper in pasta is always a winner.
Exactly. Now when it's like this, for me, you can do it in a pan. You can do it in the same pan that you're using. But now, this pan that I'm using is too small. Take your pasta. This pasta is fully cooked, right? Take your pasta, put it in a bowl. Take your sauce, put it on top. Remember, I'm using a spatula. Remember what I said about the spatula? It takes everything there. It takes everything out. So we're done here. I can just mix it up. Let me see if I have my parmesan here. If I have my parmesan, I can just throw it in there. Yeah. So I do have my parmesan. I can just throw my parmesan in here. Don't use too much parmesan. Remember, parmesan is a strong cheese. So no need for you to use too much of a strong cheese. Timmy, give me a bowl there so I can dish up. Believe me, this is the best pasta you'll ever eat. And remember, when you're dishing up your pasta, do not dish up pasta then the sauce on top. Just mix it already, because that everyone will eat it like that. It's not like your Sunday course, Lana, 7 colors, 20 colors. It's one thing. So we dish it like that. Take some parsley, some coriander. Take your parmesan. Put it on top there. Then you're done. So now we haven't done this in a long time, right? We did it only for the first video. So let's give it a taste, Chris. This is Chris, by the way. If you don't know him,
hello,
Chris Meister on YouTube as well.
In the progress of a diet, but with Tobo around, it's impossible. I was watching you make this, and it was very interesting to see how quick it came together. I mean, that chicken took like literally minutes.
Bruh, if you cook for 20 people in a restaurant, they see that they want their food at that time. You can't take more than 20 minutes to do it. So I'm used to that. I'm used to cooking food in less than 20 minutes for 20 people. It's like a minute for everyone.
And what's lovely is, as I'm sitting here, I'm getting that aroma. That coriander you were speaking about, yeah. I can smell it. The steam is still coming out, which means it's hot, served fresh. It's just amazing.
Exactly. Like I always tell the people, try to use maybe fresh ingredients. Try to use all the time fresh ingredients. Your ingredient needs to be fresh. They need to be cheap. Don't say, oh, but no, they say woolies, what not. Bruh, just go to your corner, the coolies there, and buy your cut of meat. Make it nice. It's nothing expensive here. The only thing that is expensive, believe me, you in here, is parmesan.
That's interesting.
Yeah, the meat is from the butcher in the corner. The veggies, they're from a supplier that I use. And I use 40 cent Moni's pasta. It's nothing expensive. So this maybe probably cost me less than $10 to make.
And the cool thing is anyone can make it in their home. It's quick, it's easy. Middle of the week when you get home late and load shedding is on its way, it's a quick prep.
Yeah. That's why I always tell people, you know what? Have your white sauce always in the fridge. You'll never know what you're gonna make. Maybe you'll be less for maybe a cheese sauce. koi fast and you're done. Always have a white sauce in your fridge ready to go. Always have maybe a cooked pasta in your fridge ready to go. But it doesn't take 10 minutes to cook pasta. And it's easy to cook pasta.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, let's give it a taste.
Let's get to the important part.
Yeah.
Okay, so first impressions, there's something that jumps at me. And I've got to say, the garlic. The garlic jumps at me. That with the parmesan, it gives you a creamy, not overly salted texture, but it's a full embodiment that makes the mouth taste full.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I want to taste this chicken. Oh yeah. You see, because you did this chicken quick, it's not dry, it's juicy, it's cooked through. It's absolutely, and all the fresh herbs, it just makes it. It absolutely makes it.
So the most important thing is to cook your chicken fast. Do not cook your chicken. Don't put it there for more than 10 minutes, Buffett. Immediately it goes 10 minutes cooking time.
It's like rubber.
It's gonna be like rubber. People, you're gonna chew it and chew it and chew it and chew it. People are gonna say, no, but the sauce is nice. It's just the chicken. But remember, you're making a chicken pasta. You're not making a sauce and pasta.
I got to add in as well. I just got a hint of pepper, that black pepper.
Yeah.
That just changes the pace. It just changes the game.
And do you taste the 6 guns in there? It gives it that meaty. It's like a chisanyama kind of flavor, but it's not the it's subtle.
You know?
It's away.
You can't describe it. It just works.
Yeah.
It just livens up the meal. Fantastic taste. Really fantastic. And funny enough, not over salted, because you would think the cheese, the white sauce, you'd have an overindulgence of salt, and it's not. It's just beautiful on the palate.
One thing I'm scared of when I cook, I'm really scared of salt. Most of the time, I don't put salt while I'm cooking. I put it later, because I use spices, I use fresh herbs, I use this and that and that. So when you cook, this is the first tip I'm going to give you guys. When you cook, the last thing, most of the time, the last thing, if you're using spices, only if you're using spices, the last thing you put, it's your salt. It's your final taste. Say maybe you've been cooking for 10 minutes. That final taste that I just did in there, maybe you saw me, I did the final taste. That's where you can say, okay, chef, I need more salt. Just put whole salt, just a pinch up until you get it right. You understand? I'm afraid of salt, because you can always put in salt, but you can't take it out.
And there's that line where it's ruined very quickly if it's excessive.
It's like milk in a coffee. You can't take milk out of a coffee. But you can always put more, you understand? If you need more, put more. Then, and remember one thing, when I cook, it's according to my palate. So if your palate needs chili, put chili. If your palate needs whatever you need in there, Chris.
I must be honest, I think with all the green in here, 1 or 2 nice chilies in here will just liven it up.
It will, yeah. Just that me, I love the chili sauce. I'll put a chili sauce in here, but I won't put
raw chili.
I won't put raw chili. Yeah, I'll put a nice chili sauce. Maybe remember Taboom, guys. Those who know me from a long time, they'll remember Taboom. My own chili sauce is coming soon, Bafetu. Anyway, like, share, subscribe.
Thank you, everyone.
Away.